people! Today I come to you with a book review, which is a rarity that we see on my channel. Sorry, working on that. The book that I'm going to be reviewing is With Malice by Eileen Cook. This book was sent to me, surprisingly, out of nowhere by Big Honcho Media, and thank you. This book releases June 7th, which is tomorrow, or maybe today, depending on where you are in the world. I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions because I know a lot of people are interested about this book. With Malice is a young adult thriller that is told from the point of view from our main character named Jill. Jill wakes up in a hospital only to realize that she can't remember the last 6 weeks of her life. During these 6 weeks that she can't remember, she was on a school field trip in Italy. She's told that while in Italy she was involved in a car accident that resulted in the death of her best friend, Simone. So right off the bat, she's just sucker punched with the death of her best friend. So she has no memory of the last 6 weeks. She's dealing with the death of her best friend, which is hard enough, but then statements start popping up everywhere that days prior to the accident, her and her best friend had been fighting. Now people are saying that the car accident wasn't an accident and that it was deliberate. People are saying Jill killed her best friend. I'm not gonna tell you that this book was amazing, life-changing, new. It's not. But I will tell you that it's exactly what it is. It's a fast-paced YA thriller, and I had so much fun reading it. I could not put it down. I read it in one sitting, and I needed to know what happened. This book is really just driven by the plot and the mystery. You don't care about the characters. You're just reading this to find out what happens. Some people might feel sympathy for Jill because her dad's an asshole, the lawyer was an asshole, the entire world is making her out to be a murderer. Honestly, I didn't care for her. All I cared about was what happened during the 6 weeks that she has no memory of. I wanted to know how the car accident happened. I wanted to know if Jill killed her friend, or if her friend tried to kill her, or if something else was going on that we're not being told. I really liked how this book was not only told from Jill's point of view, but it also switched out between police interviews, witness statements, blog updates, Facebook comments, every social media thing you can imagine. Because you're getting both of these sides, you not only get to know Jill, but you get to see how the world is viewing her in a negative aspect. They are extremely slut-shaming her. They are making her out to be this terrible person. And I think if you delve deep enough, you get to see how it's really bad how we judge so easily without knowing people. So don't be so quick to judge. And with that being said, I really like how our main character is so unreliable because she's suffering from memory loss. So even the memories that she thinks she might be remembering are questionable because she's learning about all of this outside information about herself and how people view her. So that's really warping into what she thinks she remembers versus what she's actually remembering, and it makes you question everything. You honestly do not know what is true and what is not true. And even when you reach the end of this book and you think you know what happens, do you really know what happens? That's the question. And one question I would really like to ask the author and find out is this book inspired by the Amanda Knox trial? For those of you who don't know, Amanda Knox is an American woman who spent 4 years in an Italian prison after the death of her roommate Meredith. That happened in 2007, I believe. This book just felt highly influenced by that in a lot of ways. So I would really like to know if this was inspired. I want to know. Someone tell me. Overall, this was a really fun, fast-paced book that I could not put down, and I enjoyed my reading of it. Although I did have a lot of problems. For one, this book was very cliched. Memory loss. That's a cop-out. That's a giant cop-out. I knew it was gonna bug me. It did. The writing was nothing special, and because of that, I did not care about any of these characters. I did not care about Jill. Jill was described as a bookworm, as an intellectual. I feel as if she was purposely written that way so that we could connect with her on a more personal level, but it didn't work for me. And lastly, the ending. I'm not sure if I liked it. I'm not sure if I didn't like it. It's one of those ambiguous endings where take with it what you will and decide whatever you think happened. I've been reading a lot of those endings lately, and it's starting to irk me a bit, just a little bit. But like I said, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of just I'm on the fence. And in saying all of this, going into this book, I expected a fast-paced, moving, gripping thriller. Honestly, that's what I got. So I think overall I did enjoy myself with the read of this book, and I am honestly satisfied. I had a good time reading this. Solid 3 out of 5 stars. I think a lot of people who enjoy young adult thrillers would like this book a lot. If you liked Gone Girl, if you liked We Were Liars, I heard it's also being compared to Dangerous Girls, which I have not read, but if you like any of those books, you might like this book. And that is my review on With Malice by Eileen Cook. If you're interested in picking up this book, let me know your thoughts down below. If you have read this book, let me know what you think. I would love to discuss this with someone. I have so many thoughts. That's all I have to say today. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in another video. Goodbye!